The sharks, they smell blood. Arsenal put blood in the water and the sharks they said, oh, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming. My word. That was a statement win. Massive statement as well. Statement win by Manchester City. They turned up at the Stamford Bridge and they said, we are going to show Arsenal how it is done. And that is the difference between Arsenal and Manchester City. And also Pep Guardiola and Arteta. City, they're playing with confidence, freedom. Arsenal, the total opposite. And that is what I said before. You don't want to give Manchester City a reason to chase. And Arsenal, they've been doing it. Every time they get a chance to stamp their authority on the league's title, they, they, they just messing it up, sprinkling blood in the water, inviting City. But I wouldn't say Manchester City is Arsenal's biggest opponent right now. Arsenal, they are the master of their own dis- demise or destruction. Yes, because it's all in the mind. It's more of a mental battle for Arsenal at this stage. And if they can fix that mental fragility, they may able to go over the line, but will they able to do it? Because you could see in the game against Bournemouth, everybody they're nervous. The players, the manager, maybe he's nervous as well, and that's where it's coming from, you know. And they're controlled. They're not playing with that freedom, and no one is willing to take the risk. They're playing the sideways or the backward passes even when there's a forward pass, you know, players, big players misplacing passes, chipping over the ball, the keeper making, silly mistakes and stuff like that. You're not seeing that with Manchester City. And even yesterday, I would want to be the fly on the wall when Pep talking to his team at halftime and Arteta. Because yesterday in the game, the first half, it was pretty much an even game. But Pep Guardiola must have said something to these players to spark a respond. And did they respond? Key players stepping up, Cherky stepping up, O'Reilly stepping up, Mark Gay stepping up. Who in the Arsenal team that will step up? None. Everyone is shying away. And you wonder, is this solely on the players or this is instruction from the manager? I'm talking Arteta because these players they have the quality to go and impose themselves on their opponents. But when everything is built on control and that robust defense that is now failing, what do you have left? And that is the reason why I said Arsenal, they are their biggest opponent. Because if I believe if Arteta should allow these players to express themselves, then maybe they wouldn't be in this situation that they're in now. Because they have a game to play on the weekend against Manchester City at the Etihad. A game that no, they can't afford to draw or lose. Because if they lose the game, it means that Manchester City can go on and win the game in hand and be level on points with them. And we know what can happen from here because Pep Guardiola is capable of winning consecutive games, especially at this stage of the season. He's able to go on a 10 game winning spree, and they only have 7 games left. Arsenal, will they win the remainder, all the remainder games that they have left? Not certain. Manchester City, will they? It is likely that they're going to to do it because they're playing with that fire and confidence and freedom. They're the favorite for the FA Cup, because what they did to Chelsea yesterday, we might see the same final in the FA Cup. And, you could call it that, Manchester City. We know that football can, it's the ball is rolling, anything can happen. But Manchester City, they are the favorite for that. But with this league title chase, I don't know if you guys remember in 2011, 2013, when we and Manchester City were chasing for the title. And it was on the last day that they won the title, that Aguero moment, when they won the game in extra time. The winner scored by Sergio Aguero. So if Arsenal keep on, sprinkling blood in the water, they're only inviting Manchester City to come and take the title from them, or they themselves will hand it over to Manchester City with a ball. But Arsenal, they need to fix this quickly, or else the Sharks will come and have them for dinner. But guys, you can let me know your thoughts, comment, and let me know. And don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe. Let's build this community. Shalom.